Hi guys, it's Kim from October Dreams Tarot. This is like my third take on doing this reading, and I'm telling you, it's, oh, Spirit, I swear, I know that it's for somebody out here. My first one, I murdered my own channel name. It didn't even come out. So like, there's something with a throat chakra here, something with your crown chakra here. But why aren't you smiling? There's a song by Jhene Aiko. It's an acronym though, W.A.Y.S. that she made, and it really spoke to me so heavily. And I got so many, so many messages. And I kind of just wanna chat about it because this is like my third take on doing this. So Spirit, okay, so in the song, I'm just going to stop for a minute before I start shuffling because I feel like Spirit's going to really hand me my ass right now. But is like, whatever comes out, I'm just going to be like, okay, what keeps you going? Because in the song, it's you got to keep going. And then it's, there's a part where she says, you got to lose your mind just to find your peace of mind. So maybe somebody's going through the dark night of the soul. Somebody's going through healing childhood traumas, or they just lost a loved one, or something to that effect. Life is extremely heavy, and you are heard, and you are valued, you are seen, you are irreplaceable. I think that is really, really prevalent also. That was really prevalent in the first one that I did. And if, you know, there's a statement that was made also that my husband had made me remember about, but I always say you can use your pain for gain. And then he additionally added like, or you can use your pain for blame. So like that also was a big speaking message. Maybe that's for somebody. There's also something with like, what does it say? You got to trust the signs that everything will turn out fine. So like there's something that like somebody's been getting signs, synchronicities, numbers, just, you know, things looking up a little bit in a situation. I'm not going to shuffle anymore. I feel like they're telling me not to shuffle. Because today it's whew, the first take, I'm not kidding you guys. I literally was like, it was like on Beetlejuice where they go, where she puts the thing over and he doesn't want her to say Beetlejuice 3 times. It's kind of like that's what happened with me. And I don't know. There's a lot that happened. So I'm like, I don't know if I should post that one. So I tried to do another one with my other deck, and it just wasn't coming out right. So there's another one. There's a flipper. 2 of Swords. So why aren't you smiling? Because you are at a decision-making process. But every 2 of Swords, okay, there is not only, okay, in this deck, which I love, but not only are you mentally anguished because crows typically are, you know, about maybe, you know, death or whatever, but ravens are normally about message bringers and stuff. That could be coming. Maybe you're getting downloads. Maybe you're a channeler as well. Like, and you just keep hearing all this stuff and you're like, I don't know what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like you keep hearing the good. Anyway, you keep hearing the good thoughts and then the bad things, the pros, the cons, you know, or whatever, but you've got to like literally take that veil off so you can see clearly. Why aren't you smiling? Because you may have something right in front of you. And with the Aries new moon, which I don't do astrology, but like I do read up on it sometimes, because sometimes there are some things that are within us. And if you look at everything, you're like, okay, well, it ain't this, it ain't because of this, it ain't because of that, then it could be because of the moon cycles. You know what I mean? That could bring in a lot of different energy. So what else? What else do we need to, why else isn't the collective smiling? Why aren't you smiling? Okay, so I'm going to take these 2. Okay, so Maybe, okay, so I just want to say, because I just said that about the moon, and here's the moon card. So maybe you feel so, okay, maybe you feel so disillusioned by everything that you've been through in life, and that you've worked so hard to do, that everything just doesn't seem like it is what it is. Like, because that's what the moon card is. It's about illusions, like, you know, the dualities of the dark and light. So maybe there is a part of you that's inside thinking like, I've got to make some sort of decision to bring about a new me. Yet at the same token, like, how do I get there? How do I release this? The moon, like, there's so much here, but because it's really about, like, spirit saying, like, why aren't you smiling through it all? Meaning, like, you've been through so much already. Like, you can do this. Like, it's not all illusions, because then you have the Page of Swords, like, or Page of Wands, sorry, Wands, which is similar to the Page of Swords, but in some fashion. But the Page of Wands is suggesting that even though you feel like you're at this mental torture crossroads of, you know, the muck of whatever, and you just feel so consumed with the moon here of, you know, the energies of what's going on inside of you, that maybe you're not able to see the clear, you know, the clearer picture of things, which is, yeah, I get it. That happens to a lot of us, really, because, I mean, nobody has a book of life. Like, it's heavy, and it's, you know, there's no clear cut. Like, normally all of us humans have to learn the hard way, you know, unfortunately. Like, even if, I say this a lot too, it's like, even if, you know, they had a door, okay, door 1 and door 2, and somebody opened it and said, if you open up that door number 1, you're going to fall off that cliff and die. If you open up door number 2, then you're going to, you know, walk into the bank and get $1 million out of it. Humans are like, yeah, right, I'm going out door number 1. I don't think I'm going to fall off that cliff. And you go and you die. So it doesn't matter, even if it was mapped out for you. Humans, we're just dumb like that. But yet we're so smart at the same time that if we were, you know, and that's kind of like what the Page of Wands is suggesting. See what I mean? Oh, throat chakra. Oh my God. Crown chakra. Come on. Is suggesting that communicate any new ideas. So whatever this situation is for you, like, you need to smile because you have the ability to access that. Like, you think you don't, but you do. Like, you are the one in control here because you make the decision. You can take that veil off and you can see things for what it really is. And then you can bring forth a new path forward. Okay? Because you got new ideas. And you have people willing to work with you. Maybe it's not who or what, but it's the fact that what you need or what you are asking, like, for in this situation, like, there are people that are on your side. You have people out there who are just like you, who are maybe struggling day to day, and they have maybe a way to give you, you know, other, you know, avenues for this or that once you provide that new idea, and you guys can work, like, cohesively together. So what else here? Because like I said, that other message, there's so many, like, downloads here, like, about all of this. Like, there's just a need to know that you are seen, you are heard, you are valued, you are worthy. And if you are going through something that is very rough right now, like, as far as trauma is concerned, or you have lost, you know, a loved one or something, because that came out kind of strong in the first reading, like, you know, you've got to smile through it, because when they were here, they gave you enough knowledge and skill set, and know that they're always with you because they gave you the ability to make it Three of Pentacles, because they're with you still, helping you in this physical world. They've never left. They see you. They see you. You're still seen. You're still heard. That's what I just keep hearing. The Moon card, you think that, you know, you might be all alone and you're in the muck of whatever. What else here, Spirit? What else can they do to keep on going? Or what do they have around them that they can access to keep going so they can just smile? Why aren't they smiling? Oh, there's two. Okay. The Two of Wands came out, and the first one, and then now we have the Two of Cups. So, and the Judgment's on the bottom of the deck too. Well, it's kind of reversed. I guess I'll take it reversed. Yeah, I will take it reversed because the other one's on the upright. So, the Two of Wands was in the other one as well. So again, that lets me know, I swear, this is a message from a loved one to somebody. Like, why aren't you smiling? Why do you feel you're at a crossroads? That's what I'm hearing. Because you're looking for things that are unseen, and you're looking for the signs, or that you think, but if you would just think a little bit outside the box, Page of Wands, and maybe work together with a higher spiritual team or people who are on the same wavelength as you, you'll get where you need to go. But just know, though, that no matter what, they're with you, and they're wondering why you're not smiling. I think that's got to be it. Because the Two of Wands, to me, is coming out strong again, that, like, you're waiting for a new life, like, almost, but you're looking like other people are still with you. Like, you're still very loved. And Two of Cups, like, maybe you're looking for that lost loved one. Maybe you've lost an actual, like, husband or wife or partner from years. Or maybe Two of Cups doesn't have to be that. Soulmates can be friends. Soulmates can be whatever. But that's what I get. That's what I get. Is maybe the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands is that you just keep looking for them all over again. And they're here to say, like, take the blindfold off. Like, I'm all around you. I'm all around you. Why aren't you smiling? I show you signs every day. I show you signs every day. So keep going. You got to keep going. It doesn't matter if you're caught up in the whirlwind. Sometimes you got to lose your mind. Maybe you got to lose your mind in grief to find your peace of mind. Maybe that's what this is. I'm telling you, I knew I was going to get it. You've got to lose your mind just to find your peace of mind. So maybe not hiding all of your grief or your emotions about something, and, you know, take it however it resonates. But, you know, and if this isn't about a loved one, which I really do think it is, but if it isn't, or a past loved one, and it's about a job or something, don't hide, or don't think that it's, you know, you're not going to be able to take that blindfold and see what's there, because you have a lot of new ideas, fresh ideas, and people willing to work with you in a new area or a new field. Because what you love, even Two of Cups to me, doesn't have to represent people. It can represent a place. It can represent your soul's journey, your soul's part. And then the Two of Wands, you know, maybe you need to travel outside. Maybe you need to go somewhere. And even in the first message was, you know, you can't heal, or you can't succeed in the same place that, you know, and even with this Judgment being in reverse, you can't get to where you want to go if you're not willing to let go of things. You know, if you're not letting, you know, if you're not willing to let Judgment come in and just, you know, be like, okay, we're starting anew, we're starting afresh. And with that being reversed, that's what that's saying. And then underneath that is the Tower. So yeah. And the Tower card is never a bad card. It's actually saying like things need to be shook up sometimes, you know, like it's literally saying that like, hey, if you don't make the decision, I'm going to make the decision for you, because in Tower cards, you know, it's struck by lightning and things have to be, you know, recoursed basically to a new path. So maybe, you know, maybe this grief of sorts of whatever this is for you has led you down not making new paths forward for yourself. And it's basically saying if you don't allow the judgment to come in, if you don't decide to make a decision, then yeah, this Tower's going to come in and the decision's going to be made for you in some form or fashion. But underneath that was the Queen of Pentacles. So why aren't you smiling? Because it's all here for you. You are very protected. You have everything you need to access. Hopefully that was confirmation for somebody. You have people that are willing to work with you in a cohesive environment, whether that be in some sort of a therapy environment, whether that be just a friend, a mate, a, you know, whatever have you, to help you get to where you're going, just to even talk back and forth ideas, business partnership. But take that veil off, make that decision, release what you need to release. Because, I mean, either way, the Tower may end up coming in just so you can rebuild a new foundation from the ground up. Because, you know, like I was saying a little bit in the beginning, the new moon is here, and that's fire energy, and that's Aries, and that, you know, that also is like building a new you. So the Tower card does not necessarily mean anything bad. And with the Queen of Pentacles after that, sitting pretty. Like you really are stable. You now have a new foundation for yourself. You know exactly, you know, where you are. You're in something that you love. You have more clarity. You have more, you know, emotional stability. And yeah, it's just that like you've got to like literally like it's like calling you right now to sit with yourself and think about like not only staying positive, but just, you know, using any sort of pain that may be caused or coming for gain instead of blame. And that even means blaming yourself or others. And if this is about losing that loved one, you're definitely not to blame for that. And, you know, another side note that, you know, my husband had said too when he lost his mom, who is now my very strong spirit guide, she, you know, when she had passed away and years after, he was able to see it in a different light. And he was able to see that, you know, why her passing away was necessary in ways, because he had to therefore then, you know, in a way grow up in a way that he didn't with her around, and so on and so forth. But there's just like, if she were to come back now, like where would she be? You know, like where would she work? What would she do? You know what I mean? Like there's just that kind of an energy. Not to say that everybody can think like that, but I thought that that was kind of mind-opening for me, because in a good way to think of it, like, you know, just like us, an involvement when we're here, but when people pass away, like it's sometimes it's their time, and, you know, you've got to look at things in the best way you can, and, you know, however you do. But that was very comforting to me to think that way, that you're right. Like, you know, people that I've even lost or whatever, like if they came back right now, like where would they go? You know, like it's because life has evolved and things go and stuff, and, you know, we can't all live forever. But, you know, maybe there is something here for somebody to say, like, why aren't you smiling? Like somebody's spirit team is like, you need to be smiling, because there's definitely a call for action for you to keep moving, keep going. You got to keep going. You've got to decide, you have such great paths forward. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully this was a more clear-cut message. Not that you guys would see my first one, but I really murdered that. I mean, I almost couldn't speak in that one. So I hope that this one is better. So ponder that, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks.